3 years ago I put this down, my putting green, and I had every intention of maintaining it and using it as much as I can, but as we know, life gets in the way and it's been neglected a little bit like my putting. So what I need to do is rejuvenate it, reinvigorate it, give it a bloody good clean, because there's weeds everywhere, there's muck, there's grime, there's grit, there's stones, there's even screws on it. So I need to give it a good clean. I need to start using it again, because last week I was this close from ripping it up and putting some artificial grass down, exactly the same of what we've just done under our beautiful pergola that I built recently. Check out those videos if you haven't already. I'm even going to paint the sleepers around the edge. Let's make a start and let's give it a good clean, a good weed, and then sand it, dress it, and we'll start using it again. Let's do this. Let me just show you what I'm dealing with and what I've got to do. So let's have a look. There's literally weeds and moss growing all along the edges, even though when I did lay it, I did put 2 layers of weed membrane. They've still managed to get up around the edges. I think that's just something you're probably just going to have to deal with. You're never going to be able to stop that happening. So yeah, there's weeds all up there. There's even weeds growing in my cups. There's mucking. Look at the state inside my cups. Oh my days, Delilah. There's muck, there's twigs, there's sticks, there's all little stones all over it. Look at that. What's that? I'm sure. Oh, there's even a screw there. What the hell has that got on there? There's all moss down the inside of there where the sun's not going to get it, so I've got to give it a good clean. I'll give it a good hoover. We'll drop some sand on it and we'll paint these sleepers on the wall at the other side, and then we'll be done. So let's get some tools out and let's make a start. So I've got a sweeping brush, I've got a hoover, and I've got a wire brush, which I'm thinking I can use all the way along the edges just there, just to get these weeds and this little bit of moss out. I don't know how successful this is going to be. Let's have a quick look and a quick trial. See how it's going to be. Now, I did the other week put some weed killer down and some moss killer, and that, oh yeah, perfect. That's coming up a treat. There we go. So that's going to work successfully. So I've just got to go all the way around there. So let's crack on. So I've done that little bit. And it's a bit hard work, this. I'm not used to this. So I've had a brainwave. I might be able to use something for this that might speed up this process. I'm going to give it a go. Let's fire up the power tools. Woohoo! Got the old angle grinder. There we go, look at that, with a wire brush attachment on the end. It's just going to spin round at a few thousand RPMs. What can go wrong? Let's give it a go and let's give it a try. As you can see, I am using no safety equipment whatsoever, because this is a DIY project, and when you're doing a DIY project you don't need to use any. I think that's successful, isn't it? So I'll carry on with this. So I'll stick you on time lapse and I should be able to smash this out pretty quick using this old gadget. So let's get it on. So that sped up the process exponentially. That's right, exponentially. Word of the day. I should be able to use the grinder with that attachment on to try and get all that moss up, because I did experiment a little bit up here and it's not going to ruin the grass, so we should be fine with that, which then that will speed up that process exponentially again. So I'll clear all the balls off, clear all the rubbish off. I'll then go around, tackle this moss area, then we'll get it hoovered up, then hopefully we'll be able to get some sand down before I paint all around there. So let's crack on and let's clear all this rubbish off. So I'm going to get the grinder with the wire brush attachment on, and we're going to go down here, see what we can do with this, see what we can tidy it up. Now I'm going to put you down here in the action zone, in the splash zone, so you may want to squint, you may want to close your mouth, because I may end up shooting it all over your face. Be careful. Let's do this, baby. I feel like Oscar Pistorius walking down here. And I can say that because a friend of mine's only got one leg. I wonder if you can use it on there. No bother me. Whoop. Did you close your eyes? Did you shut your mouth? Or did you breathe it? You're covered in it. Dirty birdie. You naughty girl. Right, so yeah. Sidetrack, there we go. Look at that. Absolutely like amazing. So yeah, we'll carry on, whip it down there, and then we'll give it a hoover, because that has just kicked up a tremendous amount more dirt and grit and grime and muck that I was anticipating. Before I hoover it, I'm just going to go over the sleepers with a wire brush attachment. Now, I have got a sander in there, which I probably could use a sander on it, but that'll just take longer, and all I'm doing really is just getting the top dirt off it. So the wire brush, I give it a little go there. Look, you can tell the difference between one and the other, so it does what I need it to do. So let's go over it with a wire brush, and let's do all the sleepers. So I've gone around the sleepers with the angle grinder as you've just seen, and I've also given it a little sweep, got any more big debris that I could get up, I've got up. So the next thing to do, like any sane person would do, is to hoover their grass. Now I do believe this is a thing, to be fair. People do tend to get the old hoover out and hoover the grass, but I'm using the Titan, there we go, multi-purpose wet dry hoover. I've done a video on that, check that video out, because that hoover is amazing, as you're going to see in a minute when I hoover this grass. So let's get hoovering all these bits up and let's see what it looks like when I've done it. Look at the finish on that now. Oh, it's like brand new again. It looks absolutely amazing. There's the odd feather in it the hoover's not managed to pick up, but other than that, it looks absolutely mint. Look at that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get 2 bags of sand and pour that all over it and ruin it all again. Some kiln dried sand, got it from Wicks, £7.50 a bag. I can't believe how much that has gone up in the last 3 years, but there you go, tears what it is. All I'm going to do, pierce the bottom of the bag several times, and I'm just going to walk it around the grass, and hopefully the sand's just going to pour out of there. Don't you go licking that sand? Of all the places you decide to sit, you sit there. You've got a pergola behind you, in shade. You've got a chair. I'm going to come up towards you, you numpty. So there we go, looks like it's been snowing, doesn't it? But it's not, it's 1 full bag of kiln dried sand. So I'm going to brush that in and see if I need another. If I don't, I'm just going to use it on here. But let's see what it looks like once I've swept it. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to need 2. So there we go, the sand is all swept in and done. Next thing to do is to paint those sleepers and the breeze block wall on the other side of there. We're going to be doing it in that grey colour. There you go, looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's get some paint out, let's give it a lick of paint, and let's see if it's going to need 2 coats. Hopefully it won't, because I absolutely hate painting. So let's splash a bit on and see what happens. So this is the paint we've gone for, garden paint from Wicks. Colour for wood, stone and unglazed ceramics in natural slate. So we'll see how many coats we're going to need. I'm going to do the sleepers on top, and I'm also going to give this breeze block paint. Now it says it's for stone and unglazed ceramics, so hopefully it'll do the job, but we'll just have to paint and see. paint and see. Oh, yeah, you're still watching it. Let's paint. All I'm using is a standard 3-inch paintbrush. Ooh, that is pretty thick and gloopy. So hopefully, I'm only gonna need one coat. Look at the finish on that. That is just one coat. Absolutely amazed with this paint. So the next thing to do is to paint the top, paint all around there. Then we're done. Yay! So yeah, so let's get cracking and let's get painting. I'm going to put some card down just so I don't get any paint on the grass. It looks absolutely amazing. The finish is great. Fantastic paint to work with, I'll tell you that. And I know it's a warm day today. I managed to get 2 coats on pretty quick, practically one after the other, which is probably not advisable, but it felt touch dry, so I thought, sod it. I'm doing it all in one go. So there we go, it's fully finished and painted. So I would compare this paint, this Wix Garden paint, it is very similar to the Cuprinol shades. Whether or not you can use it on stone and unglazed ceramics, I don't know, but it's an absolute fantastic paint. All I've got to do now is clean my brush. So that is it, the putting green is finished, and look at the end result. Compared to when I first started, it looks so much better. That Wix paint also is unbelievable for wood, stone and unglazed ceramics. It went on really well. I cannot believe it. I managed to get 2 coats on. I did it one after the other. It says wait 2 hours for each coat, but it's a nice warm day. I know it's not too sunny, which is a good thing, otherwise it would be baking, but there's a nice warm breeze and it dried it pretty quick, that first coat. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put another one on straight away instead of having to come back out and do it again later on. But yeah, absolutely unbelievable that paint is. I'm also well chuffed with the end result of this grass. Look at that, the putting green is back to how it was when I first laid it. It looks unreal, it puts great as well. So I should have no excuses with my putting when I go golfing again, if I ever go golfing again, because I have so many jobs to do around the house. But that is it for now. Join me next time. Oh, but first, please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. What more would you want in life? Getting a little ding-a-ling off me every time I put a video out. What more do you want? So that's it. Join me next time. I'll see you later. Ta-da. Bye-bye. See you there. Bye-bye. See you there. Bye-bye.